Wow, so Game of Thrones just continues to ruin the character of Jon Snow. Just finished the last episode, which was the fifth episode of season 8, and wow. So Jon is approached by Varys, and Varys tries to tell him, that he should be king, and basically tells him that he knows his true identity, and so on and so forth. Jon gets all angry and says, "She's my queen. Daenerys is my queen." Blah 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 blah. Right? Stone faced, angry. Okay. And he meets up with Daenerys, and he's telling her how he loves her. And then she tries to kiss him, and then basically he doesn't really want to kiss her. And he said, after she said, "Oh, am I just your queen?" And it's, oh, Jesus Christ, this is just terrible. So you would think that he's following her because he loves her, but he really doesn't love her, and you can see that now. So he following her just because it's the right thing to do? That doesn't even make any sense to me. That he's following her because, oh, she's the queen, when he knows he's the true king. So if it's not love that's making him follow her, then what is it? It's not. You can't make the argument to me that it's because he's bound by honor. I don't believe that at all. Because he knows what the right thing to do is. And how is it that Ned Stark raised him? And even Ned Stark, he stood up to Robert Baratheon when he thought Robert Baratheon was wrong. And Jon doesn't stand up to Dany at all, and hasn't been standing up to her. And it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. His character is, basically, I don't know what he is. Just sad. He walks around, he mopes around all the time. He went into the city and they're fighting and everything, and finally they lay down the arms, and then he sees all the chaos around him, and it's just like he's just like sad and shocked. And how could he be shocked when everybody around him saw it coming? So they just really made him like a completely stupid and useless character. He's been pushed into the background when he was one of the focal points of the show, as was Daenerys. Now Arya is front and center. Now I'll get into that in another video. But Jon's character has just been completely ruined. I don't know what the point of his character is anymore. Maybe something will happen in the last episode, but to me it's already too late. It's too late for that character. They already ruined him. They had that whole build up. His whole story arc was incredible. And his whole life was, or his whole character, I should say, was, to fight against the dead. And that whole situation with the wall and the Night King and everything, and that was taken away from him. They gave that storyline to Arya in the end. So then you're thinking, well, maybe he's going to play a pivotal role in getting to the throne, helping Daenerys get the throne or whatever. And now it's like he hasn't been doing anything. And he's just, Daenerys' bitch, for lack of a better word. And a big problem that I had with Jon in this episode is that he just allows Varys to just get killed by Daenerys. And he's just there, doesn't say anything, doesn't try to stop her, ask her for mercy, when Varys, in fact, died for him, in a way, because it was all about him. So, and it was actually his fault that he got killed, because he shouldn't have told Sansa and Arya. When he told Arya, that's how everything got out. So, Jon indirectly is responsible for the whole situation with Varys, and he just allows him to die when he knows Varys was, he was doing the right thing. He was doing what was best for the realm. So I can't understand why Jon just follows Daenerys blindly. It doesn't make any sense. It's not true to the character, because Jon knows right from wrong, especially being raised by Ned Stark. So let's see where Jon Snow goes from here. I hope that he cuts Daenerys' head off and, calls it a day. I don't see him taking the throne. I see, even if he kills Dany, I think he just leaves and he goes up to the north and he goes hanging out with Ghost, who he left for dead, and Tormund, and then that's the end of it. What a sad end to his character, man. It's just, I can't believe they built up this character in this way, only for them to just ruin him in this last season. It's been all downhill since he became the king in the north for him. But tell me what you guys think. This is Mike from Bensoners. Keep banging.